Hi, welcome back to Layton's Auto. Today is the day that I'm going to actually start working on my greenhouse and try to get the structural part of it done today anyway. The only problem is everybody I know is working today, so I gotta try and figure out how to do it by myself. I'll get it done. I always do. So yeah, I'll give you guys a quick look at what happened. So yeah, this is all. There was probably like a 1-ton tree that came down on the corner of this greenhouse. Now I've got it pushed up only to a certain degree. So now my biggest problem is I figured out that I'm going to use a cantilever to see if I can push it up. But my problem is holding it there because I'd have to let go of the big plank that I'm going to use to lift it, which is this guy here. So I got to get it underneath that 2x6. So I got no problem lifting it. But my problem is when I let it go, it comes back down. So what I've come up with is this. Okay, so what I've come up with is I got a piece of fencing here, hog fencing. I think it should be heavy enough because it doesn't take much force when you're using such a long cantilever. All I got to do is kind of push it where I want it and kind of raise this thing up and see if it's strong enough to hold it. Looks like it is. Looks good. So yeah, this is my third hand today, is this thing. So that was the easy part. Now the hard part is that I need to be double jointed to get the screws in so it stays in place. Yeah, my only other problem is that it's not overhauled the way that it should be. I don't think I can get those screws out, the ones that are in there. I'm going to have to break them off with the hammer. Yeah, this is 17 days now, no power. Yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge. I think I'm going to have to go get my sledgehammer and pound that 2x6 back to where it belongs. So I'm going to need another pair of hands to get that done. And I re-hurt my old injury from my meniscus, the one that I managed to repair in a year. Carrying out like a 200-pound chunk of wood, and I hooked into a stump and twisted my knee. I guess I tore my meniscus again. Let me see if I can kind of hold this back this way a bit. Oh, the only way I can move them is by breaking them off. Ah, we got it. It's in there. That's cool. I just got to bring it down a little bit. My cantilever's lifting it too high. But I think I can fix that without too much of an issue. I just have to move the rope forward so it doesn't have as much weight. I kind of want to get it to move maybe just a little bit more, but I think there's a screw. Of course, it doesn't want to break off. Normally, a screw will break as soon as you bend it, but this one seems to have a different idea. There we go, got it. I'm going to give it one more smack with the sledge. Make sure none of this stuff is actually stopping. Oh, it's good. Cool, perfect. Gone together. Now my concern is if I let off on the pressure on this thing and let it come down, is it going to slip back? That's my biggest concern right now. Right there is where we want it. That's perfect there. I'm gonna stay there. Come on, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. It's there. Got it in place. I just need to get a few screws in there to kind of hold it there for now until I can get another piece of material to go over top of this. Now this greenhouse is about 10 years old now, I guess. What I'll do in this video is I'll dig up some old pictures of when I was building it. Down my cantilever. I gotta get this off of this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is just see if I can do it. I doubt it. Not likely. Because all the pressure is down on this post that I put in. I put that post in about the same day I took the big tree off of the greenhouse. So, that was a big tree. I'll put that picture in the post as well. Now this one's going to be a little trickier. So I'm going to try the same thing again on this end, but I don't know if this is going to be heavy enough this time. But it should help take some pressure off of that hand for me. I'm hoping anyway. It's the joys when you live way out in the country and nobody lives close to you. You just got to figure out what you got to do. Do what you got to do. That's it. Looks like it's working. Look at that. Almost perfect. I might be able to, look at that. Can actually lift it up where it needs to go by hand. Driver screws. Not quite tall enough. This is all smashed. This is where the big tree landed, right? Where it's just in about here somewhere. Really did a number on everything. Just busted everything to pieces. So what I got to do is get this that's all bent the hell straightened out, because it's got to go back over top of this to make sure it gets fastened so that it doesn't come off the end like it just did to me. Now, standing on a ladder, leaning on the thing that I need to lift, never a good idea. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Wow. Okay, that's heavier than I thought it was going to be. So, back to the cantilever. There. Telling you, man, this is just the most irritating thing in the world you can do. Is rebuild something that you already built once. And it's always way harder to rebuild something the second time than it was the first time. It'll never be the exact same, but it's just a greenhouse. It doesn't have to be perfect. Plants don't give a damn what it looks like. I do to a certain degree, but I don't overthink or worry about the look too much. I mean, I don't want it to look like a piece of crap on my property either, but looks are secondary. The structural integrity of it is my biggest thing, is because we get a lot of snow here on PEI. I think it was in 2015 it was just unbelievable. I never seen that much snow in my life. But we survived, the greenhouse survived, the house survived. PEI can give you a rough time sometimes. The thing I like about being out in the country is that, you know, I'm able to do things out here that I wouldn't be able to do anywhere close to town. Most people leave me alone, and that's important to me. Now, because this is all broken up here, I gotta figure out how to get this to come back, because I can't. Wow, this is going to be a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Get this back. Yeah, the steel is bent a little. I thought it wasn't bent at all, but it is a bit. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is just, instead of trying to fasten this to the steel, it's just kind of wrap some tie downs around it to keep it from moving for this winter. Because next year I'm going to have to redo this all together. Yeah, I'm not going to have a choice. It's all broken. Yeah, I did manage to get all the structural part done. So now I just got to go get poly and get that all done. That's going to be a few days from now. I'll take you guys around so you can see the actual front of it now. It's actually all leveled up. In pretty good shape now, considering what it was. See, it's all leveled now. So yeah, now it's just, you know, my greenhouse is back. The poly, it's not, well, it's probably one of the most difficult parts to do, is trying to get up on a steel roof to put poly on it, but I'll get her done.